Hi, I'm Lisa Larson. I'm a licensed psychologist in California, and I would like to share with you 5 tips for dealing with anxiety. The first is to have self-compassion when you're going through anxiety. One of the things that I think really underlies anxiety is the idea that the situation you're facing is bigger than you and that you don't have the resources to handle it. So that can make you feel really scared and alone, and that's not a very conducive way to solve your problem. So if you can have compassion for yourself, like what would you say to maybe your child or someone you really care about, a friend or your spouse or anyone that is going through a rough time? That can help you regain your composure and empower you so that you remember that you're not alone and that anyone in this situation would feel bad and that you can do things to take care of yourself. The second is to prepare yourself for situations where you know that you will be probably anxious. For example, going into a really crowded, large place where there's a lot of people might make you anxious. And if you know that going in, you can kind of talk to yourself through it and say, this is going to probably be the case. I might feel flushed. I might feel hot. I might have a little difficulty breathing. But maybe if I bring something cool to put on my neck or take a break, leave the situation for a little bit and come back, it will be bearable. So you can do that, and I've seen it work for a lot of people in my practice. Third, it really helps to be able to observe your own thoughts and feelings and body sensations and not judge them. That's the important part because we're really good at judging things, aren't we? So if you can make sure that when you experience something that you just see it as information or as an experience and it's no better or worse than any other experience. Sure, it may be uncomfortable, but you can get through it. 4, don't believe everything you tell yourself and everything you think. If it's true that you have between 6,000 and 60,000 thoughts per day, there's a chance that some of them are not very accurate or helpful, right? So if we take everything we think as, oh, this is true, we're probably going to be wrong at least part of the time. So if you can kind of look at, is this thought realistic? Is it helpful? Is it true? Then that helps us get out of that trap of believing everything we think and taking it seriously. Because some of it's just silly rubbish. And I'm guilty of that too. But at least if you get in the habit of just stepping back and observing it, that makes it a lot easier to detect. And finally, take a broader perspective. A lot of times when you're in the heat of anxiety, it's very easy to think that this is the only thing that's taking place. And there's a reason for that. Like if you're truly in danger, your senses, your vision and your hearing get very acute and you narrow down your perspective to just the negative thing that's happening. But a lot of the times that's just not true. We're not constantly in danger, hopefully. And so it's good to kind of step back and go, well, what's actually happening right now? I know what my thoughts are telling me, but what is going on? Well, I still have a house or a home to live in. I still have food. I still have a job. I still have, the people I love in my life, whatever. If you just kind of focus on that instead of what you're worried might happen, that can really help you too. So I hope this has been helpful and take care of yourself.